I get tons of courageous parents coming to me nowadays saying, hey Sven, I want to heal this shit with my kid. I fucked up and I know I did. What do I got to do? And I say, well, I respect your courage, but it ain't easy. And they're like, well, give it to me anyway. All right, first thing you need to do is you need to sit down with a pad of pen and a paper, and you need to list out everything you did that might have hurt your child. Not just things you did that did hurt your child where you know you did, but things that might have. You need to list all of the times in their life where they were hurting or they were in pain or something happened and it persisted. And you may not have seen yourself as the source of that, but you may indeed have been the source, or you may have been the one that didn't make it go away or didn't protect them. And you've got to be open to considering that you were potentially at fault in that. You need to list all the ways potentially that you hurt your kid, and then you need to go to your kid, either in person or in writing or phone call if that's what it takes. And you need to say, I'm sorry for this, and I'm sorry for this, and I'm sorry for this. Not just a blanket apology of, oh, I did these things and I'm sorry. No, one by one, line item. Give them the significance that they are due. And then you have to be open to something even harder. Then you sit back, through, I think we're on number 3 now, and ask your child, your adult child, tell me the things that I did to hurt you. And you have to shut your yapper and you have to listen. Don't deflect, defend, deny, or dodge. You have to listen and you have to hear it. Check your ego at the door. You have to be open to considering that intentions and effects are 2 different things. You may have believed that your intentions were all good and you want the child to see your intentions. But the truth is there's the law of unintended consequences, right? There are effects, there's collateral damage, there's shit that happens that we didn't intend to happen, that we may not even see happen, that happened nonetheless. And if you're not open to considering effects on the kid, why should they be open to considering intentions on your part? You want them to see, oh, I did my best and I worked hard, but they want you to see, yes, but there were nonetheless effects. And you have to be open to that. And that requires setting aside your ego that is saying, I did this. I was a good parent. You have to be willing to set aside the notion that you were a super duper parent and that you made mistakes, which we all do. All right. So then you have to hear all of those things. And then you have what some say is even the harder thing, and that is you have to go back and you have to heal your own pain, fears, and bullshit beliefs you were taught about yourself from your childhood, because that is the shit that caused this shit in the first place. Generational trauma. You didn't even know it was there. The beliefs you were taught about yourself are so powerful that it infects parenting in ways you can't even see when you're going through it. And so you got to heal your past. And then lastly, and for some, this is the hardest part. I think we're on like number 5 or 6 here. Lastly, you have to be open to considering the possibility that you may never get a relationship with your adult child. Do you want to know why? Because they need time. You're not doing this to restore the relationship. You're doing it to heal the child. If you're doing it because you want a relationship back with a child, then you're doing it fundamentally for yourself. But if you're doing it because you know you caused harm and you need to heal, help that child heal, then you're doing it for an honorable reason, because you don't get anything out of that. They get something out of it, and they need time to heal. They need time to know whether or not they can believe what you've said and done. They need to know whether or not they can trust you. They need time to heal their own pain. They need time just to absorb it. They need time to decide whether or not they even want a relationship with you, and they need time, in some cases, to just make you sweat. And what all of this requires is giving power back to the child. And that requires trust. So you want to restore the relationship? The only shot you have is by being willing to let go of restoring the relationship, but owning your shit anyway. So are you ready? Are you ready to do the hard fucking work? Have a kick-ass day.